Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. In the last part, we finally got back to Yulmore. However, Vauthry fled because, well, dun 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 dun. He's the Light Warden. He's the Light Warden, yeah. I was gonna do a side quest. However, I think what I'm gonna do, because the story at this point is kind of like just go, go, go. For the most part, with very few exceptions like getting currents, I'm gonna push doing side quests off until like patch about 5.1 or 5.2, in place of doing where I would have normally done dungeons. There's a reason for this. We'll get there eventually. The exception is, like I said, gonna be flight quest or ones to get currents and ones for role quests. So I will do role quests. I'll do the 78 and 80 together. And obviously I need to get flight because flight is outside. Anyway. The ladder. The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there, Arya. Alright. I guess I could have talked to them first and then explain them, but hey, well, you know. Arya, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Ishtola and I will serve as assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as a myriad of materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we prevail upon thee to procure lumber. Sure. My thanks, Arya. Directly to the south, thou wilt find a dry dock, the Venmount Yards. Please see if thou canst persuade the folk there with some lumber for our cause. Alright. Down we go. Hello. Okay, I lost my friend. Good. Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around here before. Near the gates, can I take it? If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. Look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying around about the yard, but most of it is kept in storehouses. For these, you can just ask Grithel for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. Wait, you learn to review your key items. Alright. Count 11 planks in the stack. Taking us off for Irvine, are you? Well, last I count, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. None of those were rotted through though, so we tossed them out. Oh, Grithel, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all total, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. Right then, bring the good ones here, and I'll be sure to let Irvine know as well. How many planks does that make now? You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. What? You jot down the details of the conversation. Like 68 minus 9 plus 12, or plus 13 minus 1. 68 minus 9 would be 59, plus 13 would be 72, minus 1. I am totally not looking where I'm going to go. Minus 1 would be 71. Oh gosh. Where is it? here. I'm counting. So the Sun Star seems to ask Grethel things. Oh, is it? It's up here. Hold on. There it is. Alright, so it was 71. It's 68 minus 9. 69 plus 13 is 72. Minus 1 is 71. Plus 11 is 82. Plus 24 is 106. Done? Are you? So how many flanks did you count? I was gonna say this is where my answer is not in the list, right? Ah, that's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. I promise I'll give you your number. What do you need it for anyway? You were serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. Will to the living, we all should do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge, you reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on this project? You're welcome to help. Wonderful, I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. Cool. I am walking back. Not a man. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, this secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not that the work shall be completed ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards the journey's end. Whatsoever may await us when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. The view from above. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself a sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For at present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trial ahead. Thanks.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible? Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarok. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Remember?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the Source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exile? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood, knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emet-selch. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Har.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
And here we finally are, at top rung. There shall arrive ere long. Alba! Arya, come up here! There's something I need you to see! What? What could this be about? Alright. I will take my polar bear and go investigate. Wait. No. Up. Wait. Not up? But there is a lookout point up here. It wasn't the intended destination, but it worked. Oh, it actually is up here. That was the right level. There's a village area over to the northeast. So there is. Yeah, after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Alright, but that was before I spied someone leave and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Arya. Ah, good. Bring it back, huh? Person? She will. Just stared at you unflinchingly. This probably isn't the mysterious personalities I saw. What? There they are. He has spotted the mysterious person, however, it seems that he has likewise spotted you and hurriedly returns back to the village. There's someone there, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. But you say we investigate. Curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. And so then, let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Let's head to the village. Jump off the edge? Yes. So, welcome to Upper Kholusia. Finally. There is a hunt spawn point kinda right over there, in that area, sorta. That is where I got absolutely wrecked by, an A rank once, when I was first doing Shadowbringers. Yeah, all of a sudden there's a little murderer, quite literally, little murderer, coming up behind me and just stabs me and destroys me. There's more Talos up here, just kinda here. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, quite recently by your reckoning. Door. You hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. Somewhere. There's a fate right there. Probably can't go in, right? No. Half empty cup. Cups are half empty or half full, depending on how you see such things. At the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. What news, Arya? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed. Well, there's no one to be seen. It is plain that this village is anything but abandoned. The villagers are trying to conceal themselves. They're doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? You're Tristle, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried about you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we'd meet again. We would meet again, and here of all places. We could say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole. But tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wandered the wilds, I had a chance to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of Bright Cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did that anyway, until Mount Gull broke away from the earth, and just as suddenly the ladder started moving again. You feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? Well, Mount Gulk suddenly came to life. I don't know if you missed that part. So Vauthry is a Sin Eater, and he's fled to Mount Gulk. It's a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say a word. You're most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vauthry, we must find a way to reach Mount Gulk. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't got much to offer in way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Jean's side quest, but you already know the other side. In Mount Gulk's shadow. Yet another hapless soul that Alpha knows safe from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that Brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Ari and I are gonna scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. Alright, let's go explore. Hello, side quests. None of you are important, so therefore we will be passing you. 162 north. Sure. I'm not as completely familiar with the spawn points up on top of Kholusia. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you'd be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then. Sure. 52 north. It is around this mountain. Should be right over here. south. I have to go back there eventually, so I'm gonna get range of a different one. 406 south. Alright, surveying! We have a Sin Eater! Southeast, yeah. It's haunting me, isn't it? I feel like there's a spawn point right there. Is it that rock? Is it over here? Like, I'm not as familiar with some of these spawn points. Some I know well, some I don't. May as well help this person out, why not? Gotta be getting closer to one now, right? Nope. South. South, south, south. Let's avoid these enemies on the ground. Those are enemies. You can see their names. I just heard one aggro behind me. And another aggro behind me. Well, I found the path in Mount Gulg.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vauthry, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first, we need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, XIV. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at bottom rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us at top rung. Thither should we make our way.
You know, now that I think about it, I think it was actually at this very point in the story I went back to Rung, and all of a sudden I'm murdered by a little murderer. So, you know. Current way south. Getting the hint game. And now I found made a friend here. I care a little bit less now, though. Let's just go for it. Make all the friends this time. 1-7. Might be able to see it from here. Yep. Told you I might be able to see it from there. Just for the magical path up. Wow, that was not difficult at all. Wait a second. Hunt spawn point! I'm like, that's out of place. That's because that is dun. Go Kasaguru! One of the B ranks of Kholusia. So yeah, on spawn point. I'm just trying to remember. I think it is. I think it actually is like right here. On spawn point. I didn't expect to see this and the chives here, but I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle. Finding a way to reach Mount Gog. For this, we'll need to put all of our heads together. A gigantic undertaking.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vauthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Mountain should jolly well come back down to Earth.
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Balderdash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armorain. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Maud Soup. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Kholusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmor is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talos of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maul, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
The artist often known as assistants.
Oh, dearest, have you forgotten already? Alfino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been... never mind.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Have the design ready, she says. Good time, she says. Does she understand what's involved? If I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. What? A village of Yulmore and exiles? Those people have every reason to love the free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed up my love. Never should have put it up here. Never should have. Never should have. Oh dear, don't worry, Chris, I've lost the plot. But he has it in him, Arya. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants your confidence sometime. If you ever give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. This advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise, and needs to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. Choose words will be best to encourage shyness. In order to succeed, you must flip the speech sufficiently during the conversation. Chinese is plagued with self-doubt. Can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's even dreamed of it. Hey, Alphino once struggled to collect Fireward. He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. He still harbors some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not barely likely to give it. Tristle's among them, you said so yourself. As he forgot, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be a reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurled stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. Still harbor some misgivings. But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even by some miracle, the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones. They think the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. It's less absurd than the change that's come to Yomor. Well, can't argue with that logic. Almost as the task is, it's simply a matter of finding a solution to a practical problem. From that perspective, it's not entirely unrealistic. This feels like somewhat optimistic. But realistic or no, there's no guarantee of success. There are risks to consider should the venture fail. I imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Vauthry and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Then we'll go together. Oh, so I can die with you? How very kind of you to offer, but if it's all the same, I'd rather keep on living. Oh no! Still harbor some misgivings. I'm so optimistic throughout all this. It's downright tiring. Tell me, why do you throw yourself in the midst of such a grueling struggle? To protect those I love. Indeed, those can compel us to face such dangers. I too have someone I wish to protect, with whom I want to live out my days in peace. He is burning with motivation. Duty complete! Yes! Yes! By the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out here. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't know if I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, you are beset with doubt. That you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? It is not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goal. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there's a spark of desire. This desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days, I will be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other than at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I'm glad my words struck a chord, shall we? You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I'm tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulk by means of a Talos to heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation. After you ignore my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation. You have every right to be upset. Vauthry's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardships of others. We didn't know what would become of you. Frankly, we didn't care. We know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I saw a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends at Mount Gulk. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. Rest assured, as the genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. You got this! Rah, rah! Wicked white! Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. But when I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. Forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. The heart? That's right, the heart! I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see it to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable to bring into life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. Did more quests appear here? No, not yet. Okay. Meet the Tholes. If you seek material for the Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Tholes, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they'd be willing to cooperate. Indeed, it was one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You'll find the Tholes at their village to the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with the chief's damnant. And do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho! Permit me to join you, Arya. I would keep my joints limber and mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The Rivia, or doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. So let me check. Where is southwest? What? Hold up. I wonder if that's the one I missed. Oh, I just didn't go that way, did I? Maybe. Maybe. Or 9 northwest. What? 13? Oh. Right there. Right there. 862 southeast. Well, let's get to Tomra first. I've already been there, but because I have to do hunts up here, because of course. Well, you know. Gosh, it's so far south. Welcome to Tomra. So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many, I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lally-ho! 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 Ah, rousing greeting. You clearly been practicing. Annie wrote that we observed common courtesy. Who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the citizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the whole family. Can we speak with Chief Zamet? Why, yes, you may. I am Zamet. I bid you welcome to Tomra. It's the folks of Amity who sent you here. You must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, and there I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, category seems precious to us too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of ale will wash down my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy by means of a trial. Yeah, a trial most tricksy passed down through the line of Thole. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Well, now we've been to Tomra. Let's go right and get that in there. Like I said, I have been up here because of hunts before, so that's why the map's already revealed. Right. 396 south. It's just straight this way then. East. Right back here. There you are, you stinker. Alright, now if I hit it, it should be way north, right? Yeah, okay. Back to Tomra. Listen well. As you know, we're a miner folk, and the mine life dangerous as danger's a constant companion. So we kind of it, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial which has the 3 traits all good miners can't do without: discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. So look on my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves, as wear helms what are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you all. Alright, so his helm is like gold with some helm on it, feathers. Right down the middle. Okay. Tally ho! You must be a challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D mind running, use a slingshot to shoot them as we're in the wrong help. Let's begin with this spotted practice, eh? Blah 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 blah. We've done this before. You're just wearing the wrong stuff. Keep it up in the actual trial. Keep and that shooting. Ah, that's the way. Next time it's a trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Ready for trial? Right this way then. This time there'll be them as where the right help. Should family fail, look carefully as you before you let the stone fly. Push for the door for the wrong type of help. That's the right one. Here. I hit you like 3 times. Well done! A fine show of discernment and dexterity. Well done! Well done! The trial never lies. You got what it takes to be a miner. Okay. Rolling back to the chief now. Get with putting an end to all the strangeness of late. Sure. That was an impressive shooting, lass. Consider me satisfied. It's disappointing you didn't come this far with luck alone. So I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Anyway, a digging we will go. Did you know that Kholusia's rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining this stuff since ancient times. And every so often, the still-same veins yield what's called earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine earthseed for this and that. Everything's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look. And no place is surer than Durger's tool. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Pretty Sogs claim the place is theirs and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever about those hornless horsens, but then we'd be here forever and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this. If you want the Earthseed, you've got to deal with Gogs. Reckon you're up to the challenge? We've dealt with far worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now I hope you find your way. I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You, Court? I can help overhearing. I knew the ears have flocked to Mount Gold, but I didn't know why. I think the last White Orden's hiding up there. The fate of Kholusia. Know the world hangs in the balance. If I could be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it's not so simple. Yes, here's Court. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig and is aimed with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarves. But put him in the thick of battle, he couldn't hit with the side of a mining cart if he was sitting in it. If all he knew what to do was dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to become a Sin Ear's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in the fight. I still want to try. Please, please, let me go with you. As long as you're aware of the dangers. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Court, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe, though, will you? We will most assuredly encounter Siniers along the way. Though, with you in our company, they will be more of a spectacle than a concern. Oh gosh. It's a solo instance. Where's it a solo instance? 3 quests, 1 story. At least 1 story. Alright. The Durgar's tool lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Why am I still going? Shoot, I meant to cut the video. Okay, well, we're here. We're doing it. We'll keep to the road and head east. I'm in your hands. Seems we have a fair distance to cover. Be in your guard for sinews. First, there's a convenient wall right there. Ah, sinews! Speak of the devil, Arya, the left one is yours. To the court comes no harm. Yeah, that's easier. Easily said, actually. Oh, no, it's not easily said. What? How? Considering you doing like no damage to this thing. So it's like, yeah, left one's yours, except, you know, you're still gonna kill mine too. Amazing, you two are really strong. It may interest you to know that Arya is a great hero in the land when she hails. When some would say the greatest. Oh. Really? Oh, you must have some stories to tell, Arya. And she does. Tales to impress and inspire you in turn. By all means, have her regale you with a few once our work is done. I can't wait! More of them! Stay behind this cart. Yeah, we're doing it this way, buddy. Sorry. They're behind us too! Okay, so you can cover, you can cast. What the heck? Yeah. Alright, focus on the enemy. I will protect our charge. Your cures actually suck. Yeah, I don't know much about fighting, but you two make a great team. Arya's a team unto herself. I merely follow her lead. Well, looks like you've been doing this for years to me. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your works are most heartening. Indeed, I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old! How long have you two known each other anyway? Well... Ah, there's even more of them! This is too close to Amity for comfort. Let's finish them quickly. Concentrate on what's coming for part. I will see to the rest. Yeah, you do that. I'll be there in about a minute. Oh gosh. I also don't trust your healing, so I'm gonna heal myself. Thank you. I really don't trust your healing, actually. You've done like nothing here. Well, I got this. Nothing to worry about, right? Seriously, the cures suck. Hurry! This way! How much further to the cave? Still like half the map. Not far, it's just past this rise. Well, once it got dropped real quick. Again? It appears we are surrounded. It's okay, I got this. Fortunately, Apple will check for specifications. But why didn't you use it before? If you cast faster, they're half dead. Literally. Just done. Let's press on. Right. This way, right? Oh, okay. Cutscene this way, right? Ah! Just as we're about to get there. One last push then, shall we, Arya? Steel cart, give them everything you have. If you shield me too, like, you already have hacks and doing like multiple things, so I mean, shield multiple people. Yeah. Yeah, really don't trust your heals here. AoEs are so good. This is not healer. It makes it so much easier. Oh, hello. I don't remember where this one played before. I think it's in Edward. Was it? No, it's in something Crystal Tower, right? Yeah, something Crystal Tower. Like, also known as, Circa. Not good. Quickly, spread out. Well, if you want to spread out, don't stand right on top of me then. Good first step, not stand on top of me. God, your heals are so bad though. Another stack. Ah, it's massive! You can take it. Alright, ow. Guess we both take it, huh? Oh, and there's a rescue. Should be the commotion through this one out. Arya, time to bring all to bear. That's where you let me limit break, right? No? No limit break? No. Resist stun. Of course you resist stun. Excellent! Your cures are even more cruddy now. You have infirmity. I guess this might help with the bring all the bears if I true north. Oh, not now. Ow. I think not. Tail will not end here. Okay. You could have done that before, so I didn't take damage in the first place. you could do. Oh, be nice. Yeah. Die already, please. Oh my god, so much HP. Okay, well, if you're gonna let me do positionals, I'm cool with it. No, I thought we had an agreement. You're letting me do positionals. Okay, wasn't this that AoE? Okay, well, this is a mismatch. That's a good start, I guess. Oh, that was a tad bit of HP. We're live! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more seniors come. Let's actually not hurry inside because we're gonna call it there. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep bringing content like this and more. I'll links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media.